welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to cut and sew this beautiful dress. If you are new here, you are welcome. Please subscribe and remember the notification bell. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I'm going to first cut half length. After folding into two, I will mark 2 inches on the back for zip. Half length is 14.5 inches. 14.5 inches. I will add 1 inch to sew with ½ inch on the shoulder and sew with ½ inch on the waist. I will add 1 inch, then I have 15.5 inches. Shoulder is 15 inches, divided by 2 is 7.5 inches. This 7.5 inches, I add ½ inch to sew. Placing my tape on top here on the shoulder, I measure down 9 inches. This bust and this armhole. Bust is 34 inches, divided by 4 is 8.5 inches. This 8.5 inches, I will add 1 inch to sew, which means I have 9.5 inches. Waist is 28 inches, divided by 4 is 7 inches. I add 1.5 inch. I will use ½ inch to sew that and 1 inch to sew on the side. So I have 8.5 inches here. Neckline is 3 inches. I will cut shoulder with ½ inch. I will trim ½ inch from here like this, and I will cut back neck with ½ inch. I will measure 4 inches from where I notch here on the waist. I will measure from here to here 4 inches for that. I will notch. Then I will cut the front. I will place the back on top and remove the 2 inches for zip like this. This is the 2 inches for zip. I will remove before I cut. This for that. And the center. That's. I'm going to cut the lining exactly the way I cut the main material. So for the front neckline, I'm going to measure from up here down 3 inches. I will mark a U shape like this. I'm going to cut the down part now. I fold into 2. The full length I'm going to use is 47 inches for full length. So I'm going to remove 14.5 inches and measure 47 inches. After removing 14.5 inches from the tape, this is 14.5 inches from the tape, and measure down. This is 47 inches, which is the full length. I will add 2 inches to hem on the bottom. Waist is 28 inches, divided by 4 is 7 inches. which is here, I will add 1.5 inch to sew that and to sew on the side. I place my tape on the waist and I will measure down 10.5 inches. This hip is 38 inches, divided by 4 is 9.5 inches. This is 9.5 inches, then I will leave the remaining one to sew. Down part is 36 inches, divided by 4 is 9 inches, plus 1 inch to sew. I will cut here. This for the front. I will measure 4 inches for that. I'll fold into 2 to cut the back. Back for zip, I will mark 2 inches. And place the front, which I just finished cutting, on top this line. And cut. I'm going to cut the sleeve. I fold a triangle shape. I will fold this way. I will bring this way like this. Sleeve measurement is 9 inches. Sleeve is 9 inches plus 1 inch to sew. So I measure 10 inches. Then under armhole, I will measure 15 inches. Just like this. After finish cutting the lining, I will start to sew. This is the sleeve, this is the shape, this is the top. So after sewing and bringing the right side out, this is how it is. This is the back, this is the back, this is where we sew zip on, this is the side, and this is the front. And iron to go and sew that on it. This is the waist. I place my tape on the waist up. I will measure 6 inches. Same here, 6 inches. Remember, I measure from here, from where I notch here to here, 4 inches. I will bring this way on my machine like this and sew 1/2 inch from here up to where I mark. I will do the same here. Also with the front, I will measure from waist up 5 inches, 5 inches. I will bring this way. So with 1/2 inch, I will do the same here. With 1/2 inch from here, I will start with 1/2 inch from here, sewing. I'm done adding that in here, and I sew one side shoulder. I'm going to sew this side now. This is the back shoulder and this is the front shoulder. I will bring this way. This is the front shoulder and the lining. I place on top back shoulder, and the lining I cross to the side of the back shoulder this way. This is the front shoulder, this is the back shoulder, and the lining, this is the front lining. This way and this way. I will sew here. Then for the down part, I place my lining. I first sew here. If you have overlock machine or weaving machine, you don't have to sew here. Just sew it normal, just like this, and overlock when you are done sewing. So I will bring the right side out. I will iron. So I'm going to sew that, placing my tape on the waist. I measure down 4.5 inches. And I will bring this way. And sew with 1/2 inch to here. The same width here. I will sew with 1/2 inch up to where I mark. I will do the same. I will measure 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches. Placing my tape on the waist. I'll bring this way and sew with 1/2 inch. Tying it to this place. Then this way, 1/2 inch, sew up to this place. I'm done sewing that, and I've joined the top and the down part together. I place on my machine on top each other like this and sew here. This is the back. I'm going to sew the front now. I'm done sewing the two back, and I sew handmade sticker on the back. Okay. Place on top. And I will sew here. After sewing, I will join the two sides. I will measure bust, waist, hip, and the bottom, and join the two sides. When I'm done doing that, I will join the sleeve. I'm done joining the front. You can see this is the top, this is the down part. I'm done joining the waist here, and I sew one side of the sleeve on the armhole. I'm going to sew the second one. place this way and sew from here up to here. When I'm done doing that, I will sew at the back. On the back for zip, I will leave 18 inches and sew from 18 inches. I'm done sewing the back for zip. I leave 18 inches open on the back for zip, and I sew up to here. I leave here open for slits. So I'm going to sew zip on the back. After sewing zip, I will join the two sides first before I hem the down parts. Remember, I used 2.5 years for this tie. So this is it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, you are welcome. Please subscribe and remember the notification bell. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate. If you have any question concerning this video, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.